All I've got left to do is put some plastic on top of that, but I want to keep my video short so it uploads quicker. This is my lavender and lemongrass with a touch of a sweet orange added to it. And it's going to be a really sweet. You notice I have the pale yellow color I was asking about, or trying to obtain, just by adding just a tiny amount of that powder dye. And that's why I went with a half a teaspoon out of 3 teaspoons. So I put a sixth of a little tiny scoop. I'll show you the scoop. This is how tiny the scoop is compared to my hand. You can see that just the tip of my finger is very small. It's 0.15 milliliters. And I put a sixth of that in it to get my pale yellow color, my pastel color. If you put a half a scoop in that mold, or a whole scoop, I think a half a scoop makes it a very vivid yellow. But this is sunflower soap, and stay tuned for our next video and we'll get something going. Thanks for watching. So sunflower soap again. This is the 22nd day of September 2011. And what I have today is, I have the Lemongrass Lavender soap we made yesterday. I'm going to show you what that looks like, and we're going to cut it. And well, that's about all I want to do today, is just show you how it turned out. And I'm just now getting my operation back in operation since I moved. This is it's kind of frustrating because I'm still looking for some of the materials and supplies. So I'm just trying to get these videos uploaded as soon as I can. Let's take a look at this soap. Remember, I put just a little bit of yellow coloring in it, and it didn't seem like it was very much color at all. But let me show you under this paper how it come out. That's the pastel yellow color I was looking for. You can see it's a pale color. I wasn't wanting a real dark color. And the next soap I'm going to be doing is it's an oatmeal soap, but it's going to be the same lemongrass, and it's going to be a darker yellow than this. Because I try to make the colors a little bit different, but I also shy away from using a lot of colorants because some people are sensitive, and I don't want my soaps to stain anybody's tub or wash basin. And I just add a little bit of color so they look unique, they're a little more pleasant. And like I said, I'm against putting a lot of colors and dyes and other things. I've seen some soaps that I don't know how much dye they put in there, but it was very dark. This is very soft, so I'm being very careful not to mash it from handling it. This is a wooden soap plane I bought from somewhere. It was intended to slide your finished bars across it. And it's got a blade in here, much like a wood plane. It's very sharp, so be very careful. But this one was designed to push your bars across, and I set up this clamp on my table with the stop here. This piece of the wood is so it doesn't dig into the end of the loaf of soap. And I make a pass on it upside down and do the whole loaf at one time instead of doing single bars. I've actually cut this before I planed it, and then I had to go back and do the bars, and it took about 3 to 4 times as much time. And this is very, very soft, so it's probably going to gum up the blade, and I'll have to get my knife here to clean it up. If I get a trimming on it like this, This could actually sit here about another 8 to 10 hours, and it would be easier to do this. So soft that you can make it into a little bar you can use in a couple of weeks. Like I said, if I let this dry another 8 to 12 hours, it wouldn't be this sticky. It would be a little bit dry. And that's what I'm doing with my recipes, is I'm trying to use softer oils, and they take longer to cure, but it makes a really nice soup. You can mold it in any shape you want. I usually just do a bar, or kind of a flatten it out a little. This reminds me of silly putty when I was a child. I gotta wash my hands here. Okay, it's still very soft, so I'm going to set it on the cutter But normally this would sit 24 hours, and it's only been about 14 or 16 hours. Like I said in the earlier part of this video, it's a new formulation, and some of my like men's soap are real soft like this too. It just depends on how you mix the oils to come up with the final result. Because this is really soft, it's going to take no effort for this cutter to go through it. And there's a couple more pieces you can put in your soap ball. I'm putting these on wax paper, and in a couple of days I'll move them into another room after they're drying up to really handle. Right now I'm almost afraid to touch them. I don't want to be if I put much effort into this, I'll leave fingerprints in them. Most of the time I just pick up half the loaf at one time, but like I say, it's so soft I'm afraid to mark them up with rough handling. This is the finished soap. Get you a good look at it. I don't know how the lighting will affect it. You notice how it has some kind of sharp edges on it. After it dries for a few days, we'll trim them off, and you get it looks very finished. Well, this is my Lemongrass Lavender soap. Right as it comes out of the mold, it may smell a little funny, but in a few days it'll smell a lot better. And the next one we're going to be doing is another lemongrass. It's going to be an oatmeal soap to replace the baby's room. I don't want to do baby's room again because it just reminds me of like baby powder and stuff, and it's not real. It's not a popular item. This is sunflower soap. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to get these out. I'm having trouble uploading these in HD, so I'm going to put them in smaller files, and if I can get a fast internet connection, I'll post them in HD. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.